Aw man, the weather is gray and windy, which is exactly what I've come to expect from Florida. So here I am, I'm one more day in Naples, and what I want to do is go to their iconic pier to see if I can play the chicken sounds. And you're probably, the sound is probably horrible. Sorry, the wind is not good for camera sound, so anyway, it's cold, it's windy, it's gray. Kinda sucks because it was so goddamn beautiful yesterday. But here I am in Naples, one more day in Naples, and we're going to go to the iconic pier where I'm hoping we'll get some cool footage. We'll get some people to think about animals. We'll get some people to hear what chickens sound like. And then we're going to go to probably a Walmart or a Target because I gotta get more vegan shake powder for my morning smoothies, and I gotta pick up some ibuprofen and Tylenol because that is an absolute must for me. I'm pretty anti-pill culture, but Tylenol and ibuprofen, it's kind of for me. I was also thinking about buying some shorts because it was so hot yesterday, but I don't think that's gonna happen now. Maybe in Key West I'll need shorts. I have a couple pair of shorts. I don't know. So Naples today, Key West tomorrow. Woohoo! We're at the iconic pier in Naples, Florida. We're gonna go see the Floridian pier in just a second, but we were all set up. Free awesome info, vegan starter kits for anybody who wants to go. Maybe I'll turn up the chicken noises a little bit. All of Naples is a bird sanctuary. It's always weird for me to see children on the beach feeding the seagulls, and then I know they're eating chicken. Naples was around in the 1800s, and people said it's amazing fishing, and the bay, they likened it to Naples, Italy. So people just started calling it Naples, and the pier, they built that in the 19th century too. But they've also rebuilt it 6 times since, because every time it's hit with a hurricane, they have to rebuild it. And as you can see, they're gonna have to rebuild it again after Hurricane Ian. Down here on the beach, I really like these handicap accessible sand ramps that they've built. And it just goes to show when you make things more inclusive for everybody, it actually helps everyone. Now you can bring your wagons down to the beach, and you can walk almost to the water without getting your shoes full of sand.
all because we helped out the people in wheelchairs. One good thing about the destruction of the pier is that one of the things that makes the pier famous is that you can cast a line and kill fish off of it without a fishing license. But now, there is no fishing off the pier because you can't go far enough out to make it safe for everybody. So, silver lining, you know? The fish are happy there was a hurricane that destroyed the pier. I noticed those cops on the pier, so I might have to stick close to the truck. Everywhere I go, you can always have the police right behind me. Looks like somebody took something. Even that's open, so yeah, looks like someone took a starter kit. Someone took a starter kit and someone took a clucker piece of literature. It might have been the cops though, so we'll see. I didn't see him holding anything, but you never know. I don't have any ticket on my windshield yet, but they usually give me like 15 to a half once they arrive.
He's vegan. He's vegan.
Really?
He's vegan. Except my husband, I'm getting there.
You're getting there. Well, just takes a second. You get to vote 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Doing okay.
Are you affiliated with the,
Yeah.
that's yours?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I unloaded this. I usually stay for about 15 minutes, then I move on. Usually loading zones, 15 minutes. They let me stick around for about that long, and then I move along.
Are you advertising or what are you doing?
No, it's just a free speech opportunity, trying to raise awareness about these animals being killed. We kill about 10 billion a year.
Is this yours?
Yeah. But that's the one where actually, but if you're interested in going vegan, officer, I'd be happy. Please take a vegan starter kit.
First time I saw you, I thought the residents
No.
actually get food.
On Sundays, usually because no one's loading in the loading area, I usually use the loading areas for that.
I didn't read that.
Yeah. That's the, So, yeah, I'm only 2 days in Naples. Yesterday was my first day. Today's my last day. I'll be moving on.
Virginia?
That's where the headquarters is, yeah. Mm-hmm. I lived up there for a while, but I don't live there anymore.
With all the birds?
Right, exactly. These are broiler hens that are being transported.
I could hear the audio or something?
We got audio. Yeah, there's a speaker up there. But I kept it down because I don't want to disturb everybody, You got to get pretty close to the truck before you get, blasted with the sound. But those are real sounds. These are real photos. They blew them up but when they transport chickens, they usually have walls on them. So they took the walls, obviously, take the walls off, blew up photos of what it looks like. These are all individuals that want to live. And so the idea is I'm driving all through Florida, hitting every major city to see if people can think for just a minute, to see if they can think about what these animals go through, You ever think about it?
Think about what?
What the animals go through?
Oh, I know. So this is what you're supposed to eat or not what you eat?
These are options, This is like.
Now, would you say they're healthy or?
Well, I mean, the World Dietetic Association says so. They say that you can get all your nutrients from a vegan diet. Even women who are pregnant can get everything they need on a vegan diet or a plant-based diet, we call it. Nutritionally, what we need is nutrients. We don't need the flesh and fluids of animals, right? We need vitamins. We need nutrients to live. I've been vegan for 20 years. I'm not wasting away, But so the vegan starter kit is usually meals designed for people who are transitioning. So a lot of it will look like what people are used to, or what we culturally grew up with, and it makes it easier for people to transition.
Do you see a lot of people being vegan or not?
And Florida, that lady who was just there told me she was vegan. That lady was, when you were walking up, she was saying, "Oh, I'm vegan. So my husband's vegan. We're all vegan."
I honestly thought, I just pulled up and a lot of people park here for advertising, I guess now.
Oh, really?
People and stuff. So I actually thought somebody was getting food or something delivered. I didn't read the sign, or I just saw like the chickens or the poultry.
Yeah.
at Walmart and stuff, people think I'm delivering chickens. They're like, this is what the chickens look like? It's like, well, yeah, these are what the chickens look like when they get delivered. That's kind of the point.
They say blueberries are one of the best antioxidants.
That's what they say.
I have them every day.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's probably why you're looking so healthy. You gotta hunt down those criminals. And then there's even like, and they'll go through all the nutrition stuff, but which is what usually keeps people. They'll go, what about nutrition? And I'll say, okay, well, we've got people for that. We've got doctors, we've got nutritionists, we've got all that to help you through that. But I'm here to talk about animals and what they go through.
Is it really true cancer is less with plant-based versus meat?
I'm 100% sure that it's cancer is less with plants. I mean, the reason why I say that is that 2 strips of bacon a day increase your prostate cancer risk by 20%. That's worse than cigarettes. I can smoke I can smoke 10 cigarettes a day and it'll increase my lung cancer percentage by 20%. So if that's true with 2 strips of bacon a day, I think that's pretty extreme. You know, these types of... So, I mean, like anything, health is a crapshoot. There's a lot of stuff with, you know, that's going to rely on your genetics, your luck. You know what? Yeah, where you grew up? Did you grow up near some power lines? I don't know. Like, did you grow up near the nuclear power station? You might still get hit with the big C. But we all know that. What we now know is that, especially dairy, is really bad for prostate and breast cancer. The real processed meats like bacon and sausage are extremely bad. They do very bad. They wreak havoc on us.
Bacon, sausage, what else?
Bacon, sausage, burgers, like the highly processed stuff. You know, and people, what about steak? Well, again, I'm in it for the animals. You know, like I care that an animal had to be raped and killed in order to give you a steak. And if you can get those nutrients from other sources, why wouldn't you? You know. What I like to think about, like I said, we've got elite athletes that are vegan now. All sorts of football players, NFL, a lot of NFL players are vegan now. A lot of those guys. So now it's like, what's the excuse?
I can take this and read it directly?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'd be pleased as punch if you would.
Well, I appreciate it. I'll read up on it and stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta see what's healthier and stuff for me.
You know what?
Older,
There's actually, I'll tell you what, you know what? I never took a supplement before I turned 40 because I was always like, I can eat fortified foods and stuff like that. People go, B12. Never took a supplement or any pill, vitamin, nothing, until I turned 40 and I read this article saying, well, when we're 40, we don't hold on to our vitamins as much. And so I started taking a B12 supplement. But other than that, I mean...
Yeah, I take a B12 every day.
You're doing it already?
I've been doing it for a couple of years.
Well, shit, I mean, you're halfway vegan already then. You already got it covered. Thank you. So it was really cool. I ended up doing some outreach with the police officer for the first time. That cop was really nice and respectful and had questions. It was really good. Just goes to show. Really good people. Really good people. Law enforcement, great people. How you guys doing?
Deliver chickens.
Yeah, we're delivering chickens. That's how they're delivered. Yeah, about 10 billion a year. 10 billion a year of chickens are killed in America, and that's how they look when they're delivered. Usually when they're transported, there's walls on it. So what they did, they took the walls off and they took photos of them in their cages and they blew them up and they put this on this truck.
Yeah, I've seen tractor trailers of them.
Yeah, usually there's just little holes for them, or sometimes in Virginia they just put them out. They look like this, and you can see feathers are all blowing on the road. You know, sub-zero temperatures. Yeah. PETA's headquarters are in Virginia. Yeah, but I've been in Florida for the last 2 months. I've been in Florida. I'm hitting every major city in Florida, going to major iconic places and talking to people. Yeah, just we drive to chicken restaurants too, and they play the sound. The sounds go way louder, by the way. Today, it's such a beautiful day, I kind of kept them down a little bit. But, just to see if people can consider that animals are individuals for just a minute. Just a minute. Just think about them for just a second. See if we can get people to consider the fact that 10 billion a year are dying in America alone. And
is there any way for you to track the success of the outreach that you're doing?
There's a QR code here on the side of the truck. I take pictures of people interacting with the truck. But honestly, this is just like one tiny piece of what PETA does. You know, PETA's major successes are happening in the halls of legislature. You know, they're happening with congressmen and senators. Stuff like this is like to raise awareness for individuals like yourselves. And then when you see us with the megaphones, it's usually to yell at big companies like Louis Vuitton still selling fur, things like that. That's when. So usually people are like, well, you can't yell at people. We're not yelling at people. We're usually yelling at corporations. So it's the largest animal rights organization in the world. So this is like just one campaign going in Florida. We've got another one called Without Consent on college campuses right now. There was one that I did was really cool. It was a truck like this, except it was a virtual reality thing. And you could get in the truck and do a virtual reality and you get abducted by aliens and they do tests on you like you're a monkey. And we did that on college campuses that test on monkeys. Yeah, and so it was really cool because these college kids were like, wait, this is happening here? Yeah, right here, right in that building over there. And it's just like, we're not telling you anything that's not on the campus website. How you doing? Ah, you got me. Well, it cost them their lives. It'll cost you $4 a pound. Cost them everything.
Good luck.
Thank you so much, gents. Thank you.
So far, Naples has been my favorite place in Florida. The weather was beautiful, the people were nice, even the cops were friendly. The community standards guys stopped me the next day. I didn't catch it on film, but he wished me a jolly good time for the rest of Florida. He said that he took a picture of his vegan starter kit in the truck and he sent it to New York to his friends. They thanked him and encouraged him to go vegan. So, I mean, it's just a cool spot. Plus, I know it's probably not historic to a lot of people watching, but the historic area of Naples is super cute. I love the colors of the building, these squat little ranch-style buildings. They're nostalgic for a time that, I don't know, reminds me of Frank Sinatra or something. I'm a big fan.
Naples, although Naples is a nice little town, you know? Next up is Key West. I've been looking forward to Key West on this trip. Key West should be a lot of fun. We're staying at Deer Run, a vegan bed and breakfast. How cool is that? I think it's pretty cool anyway. I'm at the Key Largo Visitor Center. Just got to the Keys. First time in the Keys. I always like to stop at the visitor center, see what they got, just because when I go to the visitor center, they usually have clean bathrooms and they usually have maps and kind of get your bearings, you know? I love that. So tell me about the manatees, where they live?
They usually live in the canals, like,
Yeah.
or the neighborhoods in mainland, because they like the fresh water and stuff.
Gotcha.
They usually tend to hang out over here on the bay side as well.
Okay.
In Island Marauder, there's a spot called Robbie's where you can feed a 200-pound tarpon fish, and you just buy a cheap bucket of fish, step on the dock, stick your hand out, 200-pound fish jumps right out the water. And since that's on the bay side, sometimes the manatee tend to hang out around there as well.
What?
But usually,
But don't manatees, they eat vegetables, right? They eat the vegetation, they don't eat fish,
eat
do
the
they?
algae and all that
Yeah.
stuff that's floating around. If you actually head right back up to the mainland, and you visit this little bottom area right over here,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a bunch of canals through this little area. and you'll.
You just look in, just from the sidewalk, you can just see manatees?
This is usually where people go fishing, so I've gone fishing there plenty of times.
Yeah?
I just walk right alongside the canal, and once in a while, you'll just see the manatees there.
So where am I right now?
Right now, we're in Key Largo. So we're right up here.
Cool. Where's Key West?
Key West is all the way.
Oh man, that's where I'm going. I'm just stopping at Key Largo. I still have all this way to go?
Yeah, it's about a 2-hour and 30-minute drive.
What? All right. I gotta get going
Also,
then.
like Key West now, if you like.
Yeah, I'd love it. Yeah, thank you. Straight. That was such a cool experience. My man in there told me about how I can see manatees just walking off the sidewalk and over on the mainland. So that's what I'm gonna do for sure when I get back. There's a 7-mile bridge I want to check out. That's pretty cool. So all in all, an awesome stop. That dude said that he said that manatees were addicted to fresh water, and that if you just leave a hose running, like a freshwater hose, you put it in the water outside your house, a manatee will come up to drink it. They love it. They're addicted to fresh water. What? I guess that makes sense, because like they drink? Manatees drink fresh water. Crazy. What does a whale drink? Does a whale drink fresh water? I don't think so.
Like this guy's got a plate. There's 5 in there. You know, like I made it to Key West from Naples. I met a vegan B&B called Deer Run, and they left me this incredible, it says, an ocean's breeze puts the mind at ease, and it's right on the water. And this is a vegan BLT sandwich. It's phenomenal. And I also got a little salad. It's a great way to end a journey. I also stopped at the Florida Keys Brewing Company and got this. It's called Iguana Bait. It's a Kolsch. I don't drink very much these days, so I wanted something with light alcohol content, so that's what I got. It's good, because really what I want to do is go to sleep as soon as possible, wake up, and do the wake-up call, vegan wake-up call. We skipped After Dark tonight. What are you gonna do? Now I have 2 days off, and I'm going to Key West after that. Going around with the chicken truck, and also I want to take a photo at mile marker 0. Maybe I'll see some manatees before I'm done. I don't know.
There's a rare species, an endangered species of deer living over here. And I didn't think I'd be able to see one, but then I heard something like snow, hoof prints in the snow. And it was a buck. And I couldn't believe it. It seemed so magical.